Jenee Lloyd. Welcome to the Tuesday night traditional revolution show on the Carpet Cleaning World group, the Carpet Cleaning World store, my personal page, and my YouTube page, the Carpet Cleaners Consultant. Ladies and gentlemen, over the last at least 3 years, I've been explaining to you about our EDDM marketing. Some of you know about it. A lot of you heard me talk about it. And a lot of you even wanted to do it. And then a lot of you say it's old school. Who's going to do that anymore? Let me explain something to you that you should already know. In our industry, the people that will hire you are the people that can't do it, or the people that don't have time to do it, or the people that just don't want to do it. But any way you cut the mustard, social media alone is not enough, and it takes a very long time and a lot of money to brand yourself. So Jenee and I said, you know what, Roger? A lot of the guys that have bought the EDDMs from us, for whatever reason, when I call back in and check with them, they didn't do it for one reason or the other. And most of the reasons being that they didn't have time or they didn't understand. You know how we are. If it's not something we can tinker with, we're not really interested, but we want all the benefits from it. So with the EDDM program, we were making these for you for the last couple years, and you loved them. But when it got to trying to figure out how to go to the USPS website and figure out the zip code routes and making an account and, all the stuff that you're like, whoa, this is too much. Well, this year, Jenee said, Roger, I'm going to step RLMA up, and I'm going to let her speak for herself. She's right here in a minute. And Roger, I think that we're going to perform the whole service for the true cleaners that want to keep their phone ringing and that want to brand themselves, not just get a job here and there and give Facebook and Google AdWords, Yelp, Home Advisor, and the beat goes on, so to speak, all of their money. Stop paying their light bill and let them help pay yours. Now, I'm not saying don't advertise on Facebook, because all the time, make a Facebook business page, join the local yard sale groups and anything that says mom and children groups, join them. And then don't advertise, like put something like this up there with prices on it. Be a problem solver. Bring them to you. The law of reciprocity still states, even in 2022, if I give you something, I feel obligated to reciprocate, to want to get back. So to make a long story short, this year is going to be totally different. I do not, contrary to opinion, own RLMA services. Jenee does. So we're going to put that out first and foremost. Now, instead of me dominating and trying to control this whole podcast, we're going to let the lovely beauty do what she does, be the CEO and explain RLMA services. Everyone, Jenee Lloyd, A stand for applause.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jenee Raleigh Lloyd, and I am president and CEO of RLMA Services. And what we do is we distribute the marketing specifically for the carpet cleaning industry in the form of, right now, our EDDM program, which is most popular. We are really big on customer service, which is a new thing that we are going to roll out and reintroduce for 2022, as well as training. So we'll be doing that as well. But tonight, we are going to talk about getting your phone to ring more often. If you are not making consistently $1,000 a day per vehicle, if you are owner operators, we want to say per vehicle. Some of you have more than one, which is fine. That's awesome. Congrats and God bless you. What we want to do is make sure that we're able to help you get your phone to ring, and the EDDM program motivates your phone to ring, even though it seems like it's old school. What is old is now new in every industry. So we want to drive home that point and help you remember that, and remember the focus of your target market. Because yes, social media is very important. We don't want to ignore it. However, you don't want to miss the mark on your target market. The people who don't want to clean their carpet, the people who are unable to clean their carpet. If they're unable to clean their carpet, they're probably not real able to text, go on social media, do all of the Gen Y and millennial type stuff. If you understand what I'm saying, you don't want to overlook the social media. However, don't sleep on the traditional and the old school. What is old is now new. We put a spin on the EDDM program. That's why it still exists. You order a pizza lately? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. If it was New Year's, maybe you got something in the mail that had an attachment to it with an insignia on it.
Yeah.
On for your postal, it has it says postal customer on there right here. You get that on your pizzas, with the coupons or whatever you get. Those are all EDDMs. They're very relevant right now, today in 2022. And so that's what we're going to talk to you about today, and getting your phone to ring. You already know about the EDDM program. That's the Every Door Direct Mail program. We've said it many times before. What we do is design a flyer for you to use and distribute through the postal service. You get these with your regular mail. Some people call it junk mail. Some people look forward to that mail. Your demographic, your target market sometimes looks forward to that mail. That one piece of mail every day. Think about it. There might be the little old lady that's lonely with the cat. Some people look forward to that. Might not be your life, not be what you're accustomed to, but your customer is. So consider that.
Outstanding. Also, keep in mind what Jenee just said. When you get these little menus, I was looking for one because we just got ours.
Sorry, I was cleaning. Fine. I finally threw them away.
Right. Well, we get them quite often. How often? I'm going to tell you. Every quarter. What is a quarter? A quarter is January to March, April to June, July to September, and then October to December. So you have to stop thinking inside the box and start thinking outside the box. So if I told you right now it will cost you $3,500 to get some targeted EDDMs out right now, you're going to be like, no, wait, no. You know why? Because you're not thinking, and you're thinking in one-dimensional. I want you to broaden your horizons. Instead of having to think about marketing every week, every other day, like every other inexperienced carpet cleaner, you're going to plan and do all of your marketing for the quarter. So if it costs you $3,500, well, it costs you $3,500, but you don't have to worry about marketing again unless you choose to. I mean, paid marketing, unless you choose to for the next 3 months. So for 3 months, if you put $3,500 out, now this will make you be responsible to see how much you made in that quarter.
Very important to track it. Excuse me. Yes.
Right. She just said it. So
tracking and testing is very important so you can determine. We always are asked, what's going to be my return on investment? Well, that's to be determined by how you are tracking.
Exactly right. So the first thing that we want you to understand, you're going to stop marketing like an inexperienced business person. You're going to start marketing like a business person that owns a cleaning business. So therefore, when you go to the bank and you say, when you guys inbox me, hey, Roger, I got a credit score of 590. I got a credit score of 650 or 700. 800, whatever. You can't go to a bank and just say, I want a truck mount. I want a steam action truck mount, for example. They want to see a credit score. They want to know how long you've been in business. And then they're willing to talk to you. They want to see how much business you're doing now. All you startup guys that call me up, Roger, I got a credit score of 550. I don't have any collections, but I haven't been in business. Well, guess what? That's going to be hard too. They might give you 10,000 because you do maybe meet their very low criteria. But if they give you 10,000 now, you still got to put 10,000 down just to get you on a starter unit with the hoses, the hose reels, the wand, just to get you basically started. You still going to need about 20,000. And then out that 20,000, hopefully you'll have like 1,000 left to do some marketing. See, you guys go into this all wrong. I just talked to Thomas from Pittsburgh earlier. Listen, I know the steam actions are pretty. I know they look good. I know you want one. But you have to leave at least $4,000 extra so you can start marketing. So what Jenee is getting ready to explain to you is the whole process that we will set up. You will be able to not only keep your phone ringing, but you will be branding yourself. It is so much harder to brand yourself when you're doing it through social media because people just call you when they want. A lot of times you're going to get the junk calls. You're going to get people that call and you drive out there. They don't show up. See, you're not going to get that with EDDMs. The guy I just did Thursday, he was an 80-year-old retired gentleman that had a beautiful home in Collegeville, Pennsylvania. He got all his carpets clean, got his rugs done, everything. You know what he said to me? He said, Roger, I've been in the janitorial business for 40 years. I stopped 30 years ago. And he said, I'm watching how you and your worker are doing this. You guys are going to be professional. You guys are on your way. I thanked him. He paid me $797 for his job. He could have went to Stanley Steamer. He could have went to Zero Res, Coit, and the beat goes on, so to speak. But he read everything on my website. It started with the EDDM that came to him, and he wasn't trying to hear nothing about Facebook. He's not the type of guy that would have called off of Google AdWords. But now, guess what? He's 80 years old, and every 6 months, because of all the dogs and all he has, he's going to have me, and he's going to be prepared to pay $797. Of course, I'm going to probably give him a break on something if he gets it done twice a year. But, I mean, it's still going to be well over $500 for 5 rooms, a hallway, a flight of steps, and he had 3 area rugs. Now, Roger, I hear all that, but I saw your EDDM. It said $50 on it. You're right. The $50 is a steam cleaning special to get me in the door. This is the part about keeping your phone ringing. So at $50, I can keep people calling because that is right around what they would have paid or what they have paid, maybe a little bit more. But then when I get in there and I pull up in my truck, me and my technician and I are in good uniform. This is the EDDM that they would have got from me. It shows my truck. So right away, they can identify with, okay, that's the guy, because I already showed them something on the EDDM. Now, on this side, it has my packages. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Well, Roger, what's the difference between square foot impact and pricing? What is the difference? I see prices on here. You're right. You see prices. You know why? Because $74 is what I would charge for a room up to 200 square feet of carpet cleaning. So when I get in there, if I see any room that's over 200 square feet, I let them know right here on the EDDM. It tells them that these are up to 200 square feet rooms. So if it's over 200 square feet, then they know they're going to be paying, just like Johnny Johnson said when he was here last week. He couldn't believe that one family room and one bedroom, I got $150 for a piece. He was mind blown. But then when I explained this to him, it made sense. I've been talking to Johnny for every day since he's been here. He's just so ready when he gets his new steam action machine. He should have got it today or so. Hopefully it came today. And he's ready to understand this marketing now. So, guys, when you go in the door or when you send the EDDM out, you have to understand the first thing you want to do is create an interest. You don't want your advertisement to go straight in the trash. It goes from sorting the mail, looking at what your prices are real quick, looking at the design, looking at what you offer. Boom. Your EDDM is hovering over a trash can. It's hovering over a waste basket. So on this EDDM, it has to have some attractive prices to get them to call you. This is not bait and switch. Bait and switch is when you get to their location. Let's be clear for all our naysayers. When you get to someone's location and you say, I know you saw the price and it said, $30, $20. But see, this room here, this is extra dirty. That room there, that's a little bit bigger. Anything you could think of except the water that you're going to use up there, because 9 times out of 10, you're using a unit where you need their water. You're charging them. That's bait and switch. When I go in and I tell someone, we will be happy to honor this carpet cleaning special. It says right on it, carpet cleaning special. But we have packages as well. For $24 more, you can get our lowest package at $74, which will come in, will pre-vacuum, will da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And they say for $24 more a room, yeah, okay, let's do it. Now, that's an option. Now, if they have pets, they have this, they have that, then we go all the way up to $110 per room. But that covers everything. Everything. Please, Jenee, help me out.
You did a great job explaining that. I appreciate that. I want to go a little further as to why this is not bait and switch and how you can avoid anyone coming for you, because there's going to be a lot of that. I see it often. I just stopped trying to fight about it because it's a moot point. They're just folks that don't want to see it any other way. And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But for those of you that understand, this is a perfect example of an upgrade, not an upsell. There is a difference. This is not a bait and switch. This is giving your customer an opportunity to become your client, which means they'll be repeating business with you. And it also gives you an opportunity to upgrade the service for them. When you are ready to pivot at any given moment, you got the phone to ring with the special to provide the minimum service. You got in there, you got your foot in the door. There's one thing that my husband forgot to mention, because when you see the EDDM and you get it in your home, there's a phone number attached to it. You got to get on the schedule. How's that going to happen? You got to place the call. When they place the call and you receive the call, how is that call being made? Or how is that call being taken? How is that inquiry being scheduled?
Results from a search.
Oh, sorry. What I want to drive home, the point I want to drive home is when that call is answered and you let them know that they are booking a special. In that phone call, before you set foot in their home, you let them know that they have an option to upgrade. It's hard to determine over the phone the condition of your carpet, Mrs. Jones. However, when your technician Roger arrives, he's going to give you other options to upgrade. if you choose to do so. She'll tell you right there, oh, great, or oh, no, I don't want it. Okay, that's fine, but you've been told, you planted the seed, and he's going to do it again. So I'm going to throw him the pass. He's going to catch it. When he's in the home, he hands that right over to them. The choice is the customer who becomes your client. Ding.
You know, Jenee couldn't have said it any better. You know, I was doing this and trying to help carpet cleaners before I met Jenee 4 years ago. Then she was smart enough when I was begging her to marry me to say yes. And I made some promises to her that we would be the dynamic duo to try to help this industry not only get the best truck mount to date on the market, but it's not just that, because I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to keep this real brief. I know there's all these debates about truck mounts and portable. Let me tell you something. Mark Johnson, Johnny Johnson, y'all both my boys. They are not related, by the way, just in case y'all don't know. Johnny is right and Mark Johnson is right. Because I'm here to tell you, it don't matter who calls me off this EDDM. It does not show any equipment. It shows the van. It shows a picture of the little girl with the dog, and it tells you what we're going to come out and do. So if you're a portable user right now, and you're sitting back, you right there that's watching us right now, and you say, oh, man, Roger, I'm coming. Jenee, as soon as I get my truck mount, no. This is not truck-mounted marketing
not at all.
Content. This is cleaning content. You want to grow into a truck mount. I am not going anywhere. I just talked to several of you today, at least 3, and I told you you weren't ready for a truck mount yet. I was very honest with you due to your criteria, your credit score, whatever you got. But we can work together. Right now, you work on your marketing and use whatever equipment you have, and you thank God for it. Because with the right marketing and the right training and the right understanding about business, a carpet cleaning ain't nothing like, it's the easiest business that you can run. But you have to understand, number one, we're explaining to you, you no longer want to keep putting money out here and there throughout a quarter to get money. To get business. You get your you get your money together, $2,500, $3,000, whatever you can get, you give Jenee a call. The first thing we're going to do is design you a full color 2-sided mailer. You know why I don't like calling it flyers? Because a mailer is so much more. You know why a mailer is so much more? Because right here, it has at the top, if you have the money, you can drop these off at the post office, and you can mail hundreds at a time to a bunch of different routes. That's where Jenee comes in. We want to help you do that in the beginning of each quarter. So you will talk to Jenee once every 3 months so you can get this together and get it ready for the next quarter. Now, the second and the third quarter is really when you want to focus on residential. The fourth quarter and the first quarter, you want to really target commercial. We're not talking about commercial postcards tonight. That's our Jobs Not Leads program. But we're not talking about that tonight. We're talking about the EDDM program. We want you not to get confused. A lot of you call Jenee and be like, oh, I'm interested in your postcards. What y'all really mean is you're interested in the EDDMs. So RLMA offers 2 programs for your success. We offer the EDDM program, which goes to residential and commercial throughout any zip code. So if they have some commercial, that's going to go to the commercial. But most of them are going to have residential. So unless you choose a route, that has more commercial on it? Jenee's going to take
right.
over.
So, for example, a route might have 500 addresses, and out of those 500 addresses, 490 of them are residential, 10 of them are businesses. So that one route will cover 500 addresses, and I do the research and select which one is going to work best based on your targeted market.
There was a pizza shop called Isaac and Steve's in the town called Norristown that I raised my children in. Every so many months, we used to get a menu about their pizzas, their strombolis, or whatever they sold there, their salads, whatever. And every now and again, my kids or my significant other would misplace the menu. And on Fridays and Saturday nights, we used to always give her a break, preferably Friday nights, and we would get like a pizza or a large stromboli or something like that. But when the menu was misplaced, we got in a frantic, and we didn't understand. I didn't understand quarters back then. I knew they would be sending another menu, but I did not know when. So now that I do understand that they send it out at the beginning of every quarter, now I'm bringing that from the fast food industry into our industry, because we have to understand that you'll be so much more successful and you'll be much more responsible for knowing how much you make. If I asked you right now, how much did you spend on marketing last quarter? You're going to be like, well, I don't know. If I asked you how much you made, you might be lucky enough to have a CRM system if you've been around for a little bit, or maybe you have QuickBooks or whatever. You might know how much you made in the last couple months. But do you really know how much you made? Because you don't realize when you were slow right now, so you ran an ad on Facebook. You were slow right now, so you ran an ad on Google AdWords. So you really don't know how much you made. You know how much your gross income was, but if I ask you how much you made, not your gross, your net, that is after you spent everything that took. This is what's yours. This is what you can put in your pocket and run home or put in your personal bank account. That's your net. You don't know that because not until now, not until this very podcast, you didn't understand what quarters were. Or maybe you did, but now you have a way to execute it with Jenee right here. See, that's why every 3 months, y'all going to have to come back to her and tell her, well, Jenee, we had a great 3 months and da-da-da-da. Wonderful. You know that you spent $3,500 or $4,000 to get started. So you know that. You know that. So did you make $16,000? Did you make $20,000? Did you make $30,000? Well, the EDDM is just to get you branded in your area so they know who you are and to get them to call you. So your great special price got them to call you, but then you have to come back to Jenee and get these packages made. You want to have packages because, see, and for you guys that don't understand that, one size carpet cleaning does not fit all. There will never be. It'll never make sense. So for all you guys that just be talking about, oh, Roger, that sounds like a bait and switch. I mean, when I go in, I like to give my customers a price. And let me say it like he said, Roger, when I go in and give my customers I'm talking about Johnny Johnson. When I go in and give my customers a price, that's it. I like to go to work. But then Johnny also shows you many videos where he's showing you that he had to let a customer know that this room was a little bit bigger, that these spots were a little bit deeper, that he had to scrub this. He had to. So once again, that's why me and Johnny had to laugh when he came down here. I'm right. One size does not fit all. Now, you can choose to do it that way when you go into a customer's house, and it sounds like you nickel and diming them now. Oh, this room's going to be $60. Oh, them spots over there, if you want me to get them out, they're going to be $10 a spot. See, right
you
when
don't
you
want to appear to be untrustworthy in front of your customer. That might not be your intention, of course, but it comes across to your consumer as, wait a minute, is that what he told my neighbor? Wait a minute, is that what's on his website?
Right.
When you start showing too many inconsistencies,
they stop
start
believing
looking a little
you.
shady.
They stop believing you. Yeah, they'll call you again if they really need their carpets clean, but they're not going to refer you all like that. But don't you want to sound professional? Don't you want to have something that says, well, we have 3 packages for you. The first package, we pre-vacuum, we pre-spot, we pre-spray. We pre-scrub, truck mounted hot water extraction. If you don't have a truck mount, we will easily adjust it to just hot water extraction. See, that's what I keep trying to tell you.
Fully
this still works for you too.
Fully customizable.
Now, Johnny and a lot of you guys say, oh, I don't move carpet. I mean, I don't move furniture. I wish a customer would. Well, guess what? One of them will. So, in this one here, my middle package, we'll move furniture up to 8 items.
Yes.
That's it. So those hoarders and all that, they can pick 8 items, or I'll select what I want to pick, and that's it. All of that's already detailed in here. Now, that's $94. The first one was $74. The second was $94. We'll also give you a little deodorizer in the second package. Now, in the third package, this is the people that got pets. Their carpet is dirty. They haven't had them cleaned in a year or two. And, I mean, they just need the works. Well, this one will move up to 8 items of furniture. We'll use an enzyme, or we'll use an odor removing product to take care of the pet problems. And we'll also CRB. We'll scrub your carpet to loosen everything up, and then we'll come back and steam clean it.
But you don't use the term CRB in the actual EDDM because your customer doesn't understand.
We say pre-scrub. Right. So you get all that for $110. And they pay this. They love this. They say nobody else has shown me nothing like this before. Ding, ding, ding. Did y'all hear that? They don't say, oh, get that out my face. No other carpet cleaner has that.
I have a question.
Shoot.
How would you use this to, train your helper or your employee? You just showed a perfect example of how you would kind of train your client, right? Or show your client and demonstrate to your client. How would you use this same item to train your helper or your employee?
You talking about now, if you had to fire somebody on Friday and you got a new guy coming in on Monday.
That could be the case.
Now, I know me in the morning, I'm trying to making sure everything's set up. I'm filling up pre-spray. I'm calling customers to make sure they're ready for us and blah, blah, blah. I don't have time that Monday morning to really train a whole nother guy that has to go out with me cold on a job. So what I'm going to do I'm going to text this to him Friday night or whenever I hired him over the weekend, and I'm going to tell him to study the packages. And before he goes out with me Monday morning, he better know some of this. He don't have to know it all, but he better know some of this or he's not going to be able to work here.
Okay. So would that be part of your initial training then? Yes?
Yes.
And then that could also be used for retraining right before you fire them, right? And then replacement training. So that works threefold.
So not only is this marketing material, it's employee training material too.
I like that.
So anyway, Jenee, we'll start off with the EDDMs. Once you start getting the phone to ring, the next step will be to get one of these customized for you too. You don't have to get a whole bunch of these printed. I would like to have 20 of them. I like to have one standby. So I can always get one to my technician. I get them made on a thick cardstock paper so they're not easily trashed and get all ruffled up and everything. And you just have these as your marketing and your training material. Jenee has put a lot of effort and time in for this to come out the way it did in 2022. So I want to just add before she tells you a little bit more about it that you guys know it's no secret now that I am selling steam action truck mounts. If you are a startup and you're getting your money together or you got it together or whatever, and you come to us, let's say you want to buy a steam action truck mount. First of all, before you do it, the first $1,800 you will give to me, and I will take you on a ride along and train you on how to use the truck mount. Also, you will get to see my technician actually going through the steps, so you'll know this isn't malarkey, and he's really doing it while you're getting trained on the truck mount.
Just as Johnny Johnson did.
Just as Johnny Johnson did. Now, you will learn how you can make $800, $900, $1,200 in one single job in a day without bait and switch, because you will let them know all the services you offer. And then while you're there, remember, you're there to clean. They already took so many hours off for you to do what you do. So if you can do it all in one nutshell, they're going to let you do it. But you have to present it. You have to look a certain way. You have to be well groomed. You have to be in a nice uniform. And if you can afford it, you want to have your truck wrapped if you can afford it. But these are the things I want you to work on first before you worry about getting multi-truck operation. If you don't have one truck that's bringing in $1,000 a day, what the heck you getting 2 and 3 trucks for? I want you to really think about what I just said. If you don't have one truck that's making $1,000 a day, why on earth consistently, why on earth would you think that you want to go to a second or third truck? That's just male greed, and that's your arrogance talking. You have to grow into this. If you don't have a whole lot of money to grow into this, well, then you have to grow into it slowly. If you don't have a whole lot of money, just like I told the guy that I was talking to tonight, yeah, buy a portable. I can still help teach you the basic things and get you known in a target market so you can grow into a truck mount. Then after you grow into your truck mount and you're doing $1,000 consistently a day, then we'll talk about getting you a second truck mount. After that truck mount and the first truck mount are both doing $1,000 consistent per day, then we go into the third, and the beat goes on, so to speak, until you had enough. But this is a growing process. Just because you don't have to really have a license or you don't have to have any type of government credentials to go into this industry does not mean you're going to make it. If you're going to treat it like a business, then let's treat it like a business. Or just have your high-paid hobby. Go advertise on Google AdWords, Yelp, and Facebook. Give them all half of your money. Be happy they sent you 1 or 2 jobs for $100 a piece and not make no money, but think that you are. And think that you are. There is no get-rich-quick scheme. You have to brand yourself. You have to take the time. You want to make $1,000 per day every time your first truck goes out before you go to a second truck and then a third truck. That is the define. So many people have asked me, well, Roger, I want to start a 2-truck operation. Oh, whoa. So you got $20,000 to $50,000? Well, what are you talking about? You guys have to understand, you have to really put these EDDMs out to a target area, and normally it takes about 2 quarters before it really hits home, unless that
to build momentum.
Right, unless you get reviews and you get people talking about you in that community. A lot of carpet cleaners aren't talkers, so you want to make sure that you're getting reviews and they're going on your website, and then on your next EDDM you can put, oh, Miss Johnson, who lives in your community, never put her her address, just maybe her name. Miss Johnson, who lives in your community, had this to say about us. and then you can have that printed on your EDDM. 9 times out of 10, because everybody's neighbors, they may know each other, but you let it build from the inside out. Stop thinking, oh, that's crazy. I'm going to just go to social media. I'm running a Facebook campaign, and I'm getting calls. That's all you ever say. Oh, my favorite. Oh, Roger, look at mine. I got 600 clicks. So that means you at least got 590 jobs, right? No, Roger, you stupid, man. You stupid. But look how many clicks I got. You still excited about how many clicks you got? Do you understand? A little 15-year-old kid could see that you got a video on there and just hit click, and they just want to watch the videos. There are a lot of people that just go on Facebook and scroll and watch videos. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't want nobody just to watch my video. I appreciate that you did, but I want you to move to the next level. So all the clicks you have, do not be impressed with that. Now, this is what I want you to understand. Last month, I ran a Valentine's Day special. I spent $281 total on Facebook, and I made $8,900 off of Facebook ads in the month of January. The cost, $281 was all I spent, which is $15 a day for Facebook business suite, which means I was advertising on Facebook and Instagram. That one Valentine's Day ad, when I told it brought me $8,900 from a cost of $281. Now, I didn't have a video on there. I didn't talk about how great we were. I had a picture of a dog with a rose, and it said Happy Valentine's Day. And then it had my steam cleaning specials at $50 a room. Then when I got there, or I emailed this to them, whatever was clever or whatever the conversation took us to. Right. And then I sent them this. I said, we also have packages. I'm looking at your home. I'm listening to the questions you're asking me. I understand you called off the special, but you may be interested. You may be interested in, hey, Ryan Phelps, my buddy. You may be interested in one of our BioClean packages. Now, there was no bait and switch. She actually felt relieved. Oh, I'm so glad that you told me that you sent me this, because I was wondering, after the last company I had, I thought they were going to do this, this, and that. And I had to ask them when they got here, did they vacuum? Do you pre-vacuum? Do you get up spots? Do you, she had to ask everything. This package brochure, baby, this tells you everything it is.
That's right. They have the expectation already set. It's already been, the seed has been planted over the phone. And when the appointment is booked and scheduled, before it is confirmed, they understand all of those things first in confirmation. So when the technician enters the home, it is reiterated again. So how you get bait and switch out of that, you're just trying to come up with something other than what is real. So your reality is altered. So we want to move on to those who can really appreciate what it truly is. So when we provide them with packages and give our customer an option or two or three in this case, then they appreciate that. And then they give us feedback and let us know. We really appreciate that you respected us enough to give us options. And they usually choose the middle package.
Everybody knows Big Mouth Johnny Johnson. Everybody heard him say for the last 3 years, Roger Lloyd, I don't care what you say, $40 for me works, 40, 40, 40. First he was 35. Let's go back 3 years. First he was 35. 35 out. They call. Okay. So I challenge Johnny Johnson. Keep 2 of your trucks, $40 a room. The new steam action truck mount that you just bought from me, put $60 on that truck. If in 30 days you do not get work off that truck, I'll pay to have your fast sign guy scrape the little 60 off, $6, 60 off, and put it back to $40. So you have everything to gain and nothing to lose. But Johnny, once you get a taste, you already got a taste. We was in a house for 2.5 hours. You keep telling the world, the carpet cleaning world, that is, 2.5 hours, and we came out of there with over $900. So when I tell you that you can make $1,000 in a day, that doesn't mean you have to do 3 and 4 jobs a day. Where everybody say, "Oh, Roger, most houses today don't have carpet." I know that. I'm still cleaning too. The top level has carpet. The steps may or may not have carpet. The bottom level or the first floor normally has VLP, or LVP, or they have tile and grout, or they have laminate. All of that still can be cleaned. All you want to do, this is a gift. See, this is the stuff you learn at the Carpet Cleaning World University classes. You should sign up. When someone says, "Oh, no, I don't need my floors clean. I clean them all the time." You say, "Great. Would you mind if I do one test?" Grab a white terry cloth towel, a clean white terry cloth towel. You can buy them from Home Depot or pack them for about $5. Dip it into some solution, some clean hot water solution. Take your foot and rub the floor, right? The floor that she says she mop it all the time. Rub that towel, that terry cloth towel right around the floor, then pick it up. Show this lady all the gray and black that's on that towel. And all, you know what you want to say to her? "Ma'am, I didn't do this test to humiliate you. I want you to understand the same way a lot of our customers have a little rug cleaner machine, but every 6 months at least, they have us come out and do a professional cleaning to make sure we get all the deep down dirt out." Well, the same thing needs to be done to your floors. This is what the lady said. "All right, Roger, I'm sold. How much?" I'm going to say, "Well, wait a minute, ma'am. How much for what floor?" "All of my floors on the first floor." Whoa, all of your floors. So now all the carpet upstairs was done at either 74, 94, or 110 per room. Now we're down on the first floor where she has LVP or tile and grout. So that's like another $500 or $600 to do all the first floor. So the carpet was about $400 to $500. The first floor, VLP, LVP, or laminate, or tile and grout is clean for another $500 or $600. That's $1,100 job ticket from the first floor to the second floor, all because you offer packages. You don't have to do 3 to 4 jobs a day to make $1,000. You have to package it up, look professional, have the right tools to be able to do everything you can. Johnny Johnson and I did 5 rooms in a hallway, a shower, a half a bathroom tile and grout, 1 area rug, and LVP kitchen floor, just the kitchen. $950. $950. You guys, y'all heard you. Johnny's still talking about it. This was a week ago. He's still talking about it. This isn't fake. I'm not pulling no punches. I'm not just trying to sell you something. As what's the going terminology now? I'm giving you the game. Anyway, my son loves to use this new terminology, facts. Whenever I tell him something, I'm having a talk with my son and I'm telling him how he has to do the right thing. I say, you know what I'm saying, right? The new technology, the new terminology is facts. I said, what'd you say? He said, you spoke facts. So I said facts. I can never get over this new terminology with this youth. But it was facts. He was right. At least he understood and got the point. So hopefully you young millennials or Generation X or whatever they call y'all.
No, we're X there.
Oh, they're baby. What are?
No, we're Generation X.
Oh.
They're Gen Z.
Gen Z, Lord have mercy. That makes me feel like they're in a video game. Yeah. Listen, maybe y'all understanding you're saying, listening to me right now saying facts. Everything I'm giving you is facts. That's how my son said, my 15-year-old. Facts. All right. Listen, you're still in the first quarter. The second quarter starts in April. So that means you got time to first call Jenee just to get this printed up for you and get this design. This will go through our design department. This will cost you alone $259.
That's the first step.
This is the very first step. Tell them,
the design
Jenee.
Portion is the first step. It's fully customizable, whether you charge by the square footage or you charge per room. You consult with Roger, determine what it is you want to charge. We will include that in your design, whatever your company colors are. We will include that in your design, your company logo. All that information is all included. $259. First step. The second step, production, research, distribution. Roger?
You want me to break it down or you want to break it down?
Well, yes, okay. Go ahead and break it down. I'll
So when she's saying all that, what she's saying is we have to find out the zip code routes that you want to target. We have to find out what your budget is, because for 1,000 of these to get printed, we have a deal with a guy that charges us $374. Two-sided full color EDDMs ready to go out. Then after you pay that, see, that's why we do this easy for you, so you can pay it in steps. Yes. So first you need $259. Then to get these printed, let's say you want to start off with 2,000 of them. That should get you between the nature of 3 to 4 routes. So that'll get you quite a few. Step, okay. Well, I'm listening. I'm just explaining it my way.
Okay.
So the first step is to get this design. The second step is to get these printed. However many thousand you want is 374,000. Okay. Then the next step, you and Jenee will find out what zip code routes. She will go into your zip code. You will give her the zip code. She will tell you the routes. She will tell you the income, not the home value. We don't care what their home value is. We want to know how much their incomes are. So she will tell you the incomes, and then you will select what income bracket you want to target, and she will go then get these ready to go to the mailbox. To the post office, your post office, wherever these routes are. And we will have to count these into hundreds. So you have to understand all this. This is stuff you would have to do. So all this is taken off the table. Then the next step, after you and Jenee find out the routes that you want, they cost 24 cents. 23.4 cents to mail them. So she will tell you what the cost is to mail them, and you will you will pay for that. And then the last step is to send them to the post office that they're supposed to go to in your region, your area, and then the postman will deliver these, and all you have to do is sit back and wait for the phone to ring, schedule the jobs, and grow your business in these zip codes so you're branding yourself. See, the one thing that's so great about EDDM marketing versus any other type of marketing. This hits every address. You don't have to be on Facebook to see this. You don't have to be scrolling and typing carpet cleaning on Google AdWords to see this. Regardless if you ever thought about getting your carpets professionally cleaned, you got this EDDM. And not just right now. Then you keep up. You come back to Jenee in 3 months, and we send it to them again. And then you brand yourself. Now, when the holidays roll around like Thanksgiving and all that, they've held on. The ones that haven't called you have held on to this. Because guess what? They got in-laws and family coming into town. They gonna call you. You earned it. You branded yourself. Because now in this quarter, this is the fourth quarter, you're not marketing to them right now. You're marketing the Jobs Not Leads program, which is for commercial, which we're not talking about tonight. That's it. That's the pitch. That's the wind up. What are you going to do? Jenee, take it.
Well, to recap, it's in 3 steps. Again, first step is the design. The second step is the production, the research, and distribution. That's a separate cost. That's done quarterly for you. And then lastly, the last step, we put together the printing and the postal. Those are hard costs. So depending on if you're going to choose 1,000, 3,000, or 5,000, for example, residences, 5,000 is your cap. So to give you a good idea, when Roger mentioned, what you said, $3,000? Yeah, because it's just under $3,000 to do 5,000 records. So yeah, if you spend about $3,000, you're hitting 5,000 records per quarter. That's not bad, because in another 3 months, you'll track everything and see where we are. And then we'll do it again the next quarter, and you will have built more momentum. So although those hard costs are involved, you have to take care of that. I get those distributed for you, and then you can keep tracking where your money is going as the calls are coming in. How did you happen to hear about us? Oh, I got a flyer in the mail. I mean, you know what to do from there. So you can track and see where your $3,000 went for that quarter. And if that's all you've spent for that full 3 months, you're doing pretty doggone well. And for you to turn around and make and earn consistently a minimum of $1,000 a day per workday, then you're more than winning, quite honestly.
Because like we said, after Jenee gets you all set up with that, you need $259 one more time to get this design for you. This is what's going to bring in the big bucks. See, your EDDM that we mail to them first to get them to call is an attention grabber to get them interested. But then when they call or when you get to their location, you've already explained to them that you have packages.
Precisely.
And
there's an excellent way that I was able to speak with a gentleman about this right here. Roger touched on it earlier. Excuse me. He is going to use this until he can scale up to have the money and do the full-on program with the second and third step. What he's going to do, he's going to go on foot, kind of, so to speak, and go to other, he's going to have these printed out, have them, I put them in the clear sheets. I have them
you
stored.
Can buy them from Uline. They're called door hanger baggies.
Right, we have them right there.
You can buy them from Uline. 1,000 of them is like $25.
Yeah,
and they have a little hold on. You can hang them right on the doorknobs in the neighborhoods if you don't have the money to mail them out. You can be your own mailman and hang them right on the doorknobs in the plastic. They don't even have to take them out the plastic.
So even though they have these printed on them, you can use that portion for them later. This is all in the spirit of using your dollars and using your marketing dollars and allowing them to stretch as much as possible. So when you just start off, and even though you have this here and you're either handing them out or you're keeping them with your technicians to show and demonstrate to your customers, and then you can keep them in a folder and take them back with you. You could do that. If you're just really on a tight budget, there's still a way for you to utilize these. If you just don't quite have the budget that you'd like to have in order to get this going, there are ways you could still do this. $259 is not a whole lot of money because you could earn that right back in 1 or 2 jobs, really one. But within a job or two, you could earn that right back. So it does pay for itself. It's definitely worth it. It's beautifully done. And there's something that we didn't mention about this. If you already have a QR code, if you don't, we can create one for you. But you just, before some people end up putting this in the trash, all they need to do is go right on here, hit this scan now section with their phone. It pops up right here, and you can go right to the website. It's forever in the phone. They put that in the trash. They still have all your information and your packages because they're on your website too. Ding.
Outstanding.
Like that? Okay. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we'll be in Cincinnati, Ohio on April 5th, the day before the largest cleaning convention for cleaners and restorers in the world.
The experience.
On April 5th, Jenee and I are taking a full day. It's $159. A full day before you get to see the toys and the great experience to get you so wound up, so hyped, so energetic, so ready to go back to whatever little piece of the world you came from and take it over, to set the standard in your target market by which all other cleaners are judged because of simple marketing that we've shown you. You got to get something first to get them interested. This is what's going to make the phone ring. Then when you get there, you explain to your customer, I just would like you to know carpet cleaning period, isn't a one-size-fits-all business. So that being said, I would like you to look at some packages that would better fit your needs. Now, if all you want us to do is perform the special, then we'll have at it and get to it, and we won't bother you about this. But if you want to maximize on your cleaning investment today, I urge you to look over these packages while we're setting up. If there's anything or you would like to upgrade, not upsell, upgrade your cleaning today, just let me know. Well, wait, Roger, this one right here for $74. Yes, this is what I want you to say. It's only $25 more. $24 more per room. Yes, what about it? So you'll pre-vacuum, you'll da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yes, ma'am. So you can do that right now. We can do that right now. We can start it right now. All right, let's do that. So now the 3 rooms that you were getting done for the $150, for the $50 a room, you're going to now go up to $74 a room. Yeah, I understand that. Great. So that's like $225. And we thank you. Can you sign right here? And we'll go ahead and get started and get out your way. Give us about 2 hours at max, and we'll be out your hair. Oh, really? Roger, is it going to be good? Because the last guy, ma'am, I promise you. Listen, not only will it be good, your carpets will be ready to use within no more than 2 to 3 hours. You got to be kidding me. No, ma'am. We have some very good extraction equipment that we're going to make sure we do the proper dry strokes, and we have a clear tube that you can actually see that, or we can see that when the carpet is when we don't need to keep doing our dry strokes in the tube, it won't come up where no water will be coming through. That's when we know that we can go to the next section. A lot of our competition doesn't have this. And what happens is, so they don't know when they're done drying or done cleaning an area. They just do a few dry lines and they go to the next. That's not how we work here at BioClean. You can watch for a few lines where we're working. As soon as that tube shows no water coming through, no more moisture, then we're going to start the next line in your room of carpet cleaning. And that's how we can assure you that your carpets will be dry to the touch within 2 to 3 hours. Now, would you like us to move forward today? Oh, yes, let's do it. Boom. I just made $225 from a special that I was going in for $50 a room. This blew Johnny Johnson's mind. When he saw it happen, it can blow yours. No, you could be doing it. You can be doing it. I urge you to call Jenee tomorrow, 484. Here, I'll type it in. Jenee, talk to him. So I'll put the phone number in here so it's scrolling at the bottom.
So the number, though, is 484-420-7220. The beauty of this is it continues to show and demonstrate to your customers what you can do. It shows, let's say, the middle package. That's where we will move furniture, for example, if you would do the same thing. Oh, it demonstrates. What are we doing here?
No, go ahead. Keep talking.
All right. It demonstrates what you will move, up to 8 pieces of furniture. A lot of carpet cleaners are left with the question of, oh, you don't move furniture? A lot of carpet cleaners don't move furniture these days and things like that. When you have someone in place, a customer service system in place, you're able to avoid that altogether from the first phone call, so that they understand that you don't want to come off like we're not a furniture moving company, even though we're not. You want to say it delicately. So what can I help you with?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay. So you give me a call. I'll go ahead and process a payment for the first step and getting the design for you. If you need assistance with the second and third step, I'll be happy to get that going for you as well. Otherwise, you pretty much will know how to do that. First thing you need to do is give me a call. We can go ahead and get it designed for you, send it over to you by email, have it fully customized the way you would like to represent your company and with your colors, logo.
The phone number is scrolling below now, so you don't have to remember what Jenee just said or I just said. The phone number is scrolling below. It's 484-420-7220. If you want to get to that truck mount, if you're looking at my steam action, if you soon will be looking at Johnny Johnson, if you're just going to the website and you're looking at them and you're saying, man, one day. No, you have to make that day. Love the machine, but make the money to pay for the machine. If you start branding yourself now with whatever equipment that you're working with now, and then they get used to seeing you in the literature every 4 months, when you do grow to and you get ready for a steam action truck mount, and you come to me and you say, Roger, I'm ready. Now, when you show up at these same people's homes that have been seeing you marketing to them quarterly, and now they see that you have this truck mounted machine, and it's like it's nice and it's quiet, and it dries faster, and you tell your clients that they can be on their carpet within the next 2 or 3 hours, you will be growing your business at a rate that you may have to add another truck, that you'll be ready to add another truck.
A great problem to have. Great problem to have.
Are there any questions? The question you don't ask is the one that you should have asked. So right now, you can, while we're still live, Jenee's right. This is who you're going to be dealing with. I just helped her explain the process. But she is the brains behind the operation. Where she will help you be responsible and hold yourself accountable by how much you really make. Because remember, if you didn't hit the mark that you wanted to make in this quarter, when you do the next quarter, you do a little bit more. You don't eliminate the quarter. You don't eliminate this area you market to, because that's a no-no.
You need to know if you need to turn it up or not.
So maybe you need to add another one to it. And see, that way, these people will be getting it for the second time. That really shows them how serious and how you really are local to the community, that you're a staple in the community. And then you're moving to another group of routes that are learning about you now. See, the ticket is never stop marketing to that same area. You got it, so you'll become the home. You'll become a homemade name. Like they'll know household name. BioClean, yeah. Just like when we get these menus every 4 months, we already know who Isaac and Steve's are. We already know who Sal's are, the pizza shop. We already know them. We expect to get them. And definitely when they first send them, we always call because we think about something that we like there that tastes good. So make sure you do a good job so they will call you back, so they'll remember the great feeling they had with the last experience you gave them, and stop trying to get in and out.
I have a good one to add. I have one for a clothing store. I won't say the name of it because it obviously tells my age. But anyway, it's a really well-known clothing store, and it gives you a certain amount of money off if you spend a certain amount of money. So you get, was it $50? No, $25 off if you spend $100 or more. I carry that flyer in my handbag. It's on the other side of the store right now. Because if we go back to the Providence Mall, I want to make sure I have it because I can easily spend a little bit of $100 and come out with only $75. So I'm hanging on to that little $25 coupon because that came in the mail. It shows up every quarter. And every time I walk around with my Chico's coupon, I just told my age. I walk around with my Chico's coupon and I keep it in my handbag because I know that I have until, well, this new one starts, today's the 15th. This one starts on the 17th. So I got the new one. It just started. So I'm waiting to spend that because I really want to go.
Women and they shopping. But see, y'all need to hear this. Y'all need to hear
but
this.
That's
women,
the truth.
Women and
I've
they
been
shopping.
waiting for that. All this, you cannot find it. You cannot get it online. That's the difference. So, yes, it's an old school way. This is right back to where we started at the very beginning of this podcast tonight, right? What is old is now new once again. So,
not only that, I'm thinking about your wonderful analogy, how we can. Oh, go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Go
ahead.
My analogy of
the shopping at your store with the coupon. Mm-hmm. But how could you use that for carpet cleaning, for carpet cleaners?
Well, the only point about that was that it's an EDDM and that it's something that comes in the mail. Mm-hmm. And even though it seems that it's old school and it seemed to be so traditional, it still works. They knew their target market. Mm-hmm. They know that those that are going online weren't looking for that coupon, so to speak. Those of us that are looking for that coupon, we're waiting for it to come in the mail. We're going to hold on to it till we get to that store. That's something we were looking forward to. So if you get something like this in the mail that says $25 off 3 rooms or more, or $25 off your wood floor cleaning, or $25.99 for your pet odor treatment, or 2 rooms and a hall for $99.99. This is something that you know. Oh, here it is. Save $25 for 3 rooms, off of 3 rooms or more. There it is right here at the top. So I was looking for, I knew it was somewhere on here, but that's the point here. There was a lady that told me, I've been holding on to this since November. Just like I've been holding on to my Chico's coupon, so that sale can start on February 17th, so I can go ahead and spend that $100 and get my $25 off.
Outstanding.
That's very important to some of us. When you know your target market, you know that these will still work. These will still hit. There is a reason why they're still being utilized. Use them.
But see, the thing about if you say, hey, Roger and Jenee, I hear what you're saying, but I tried EDDMs before. I didn't do it like, I didn't share that one, but I used, see, that's the problem. You didn't have this one. See, this has been tried, proven, tested from Pennsylvania all the way to South Carolina, all the way over to Michigan,
Arizona,
all the way over to California. We got plenty of guys
Arizona, California,
in California,
Oregon,
using these EDDMs. So you cannot tell me, unless you live in some little hole in the world that I've never heard of, that these don't work.
Surely there's a hole we've never heard of, but we can try it.
Well, that's it. All you gotta do is tell me, and I'll apologize to you. But until you do, I have many cleaners around the United States, even in Canada. I can't think of his name right now. Is it Stanson? Sheldon.
Yeah.
They are.
He's in Ontario, Canada.
Yeah. Right. So he use them a little different way because their mailing system is a little bit different, but they still have a program to do target mailers. Ours in the United States is very simple, and we will do it all for you. You're going to need about $3,000. You're going to need about $3,500. But you only need $259 to get started. But the question that you always ask me, you always ask Jenee, well, how much is it going to cost for everything? Be prepared to spend about $3,500 to get about $2,500 or so.
No, for $5,000. Oh, okay. You spend about $2,959 to get 5,000 sent out. To get 5,000 of these sent out to it. I'm sorry. EDD. Whatever routes it is, it covers 5,000 residences. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to say. Excuse me.
5,000 addresses.
Yes.
Not just residences.
Right.
So it's going to commercial and it's going to residential. Correct. Like I said, you're 100% branding yourself. But like I said, when you look at that number, 3,000, 3,500, well, look at it this way. I don't have to spend another dime on marketing unless I just choose to until the next quarter. But this will not work effectively to get you the $1,000 a day that I'm talking about, one truck or multiple trucks, without having a package program. That is the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen. We should be all in this to make money. Do a good job, do it legally, ethically, and make money. You don't have to have a truck now. Sammy, I didn't say that out loud. You don't have to have the newest truck on the market. What you have to have is a way to make your customers know that you are a household name and that they are not being taken for a ride because everybody in their community is paying the same prices that they are. Once you understand and you get over those obstacles, you'll be telling me how things are really moving. Let's see what Jose say here.
Hola, amigos. He said hello.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jose.
Hey, we know Jose?
Yes, that's Jaffe's dad.
Hey, Jose, how you doing?
Yeah.
Jaffe, his son,
yes,
came to our class in January last month. Well, I tell you, that's a real knowledgeable young man. Right. I'm expecting to really hear great things coming from Oregon. He's from Oregon.
Yes.
He was, 18?
19.
Mm-hmm. Flew all the way over here from Oregon to come to the Carpet Cleaning World University. Now, he's 19. So in the next few years, we are really going to be expecting to hear some great things and from coming out of Oregon. What is he saying?
Thanks for your help, guys.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. Listen, Carpet Cleaning World, it's up to you. It always was and it always will be. But I'm not doing this show by myself because Jenee is the one that you really want to hear from and we'll be talking to. You'll go through a nice little consult with me once you get the EDDMs on their way to getting design, and then we'll find out what the best prices are for you to put on EDDMs. Remember, we want to get your phone ringing, and then the next thing I want to take some time and teach you how to upgrade and sell packages so you can maximize on your profit. Jenee?
Don't let that any numbers that we put out there, don't let that scare you. I like to give the maximum amount so that you know the largest number that you might be up against, and you can kind of scale back if you need to. So I don't want anybody to be afraid, or not afraid, but don't let the number 5,000 scare you. If you want to start off at 3,000, 1,000, that's fine. If you do 1,000 of them, for example, you're spending just under $1,000 on hard costs. That's not bad at all. That's not bad. And if you're doing that quarterly, that's going to reach out, even though for some of us, it seems like small potatoes, but it's not really, because everyone has to start somewhere. Now, if you can do 3,000 and scale up to that, even better. You're spending $1,900. See how that works? So you're kind of middle of the road there. If you're doing 3,000 addresses and among many routes. So that's not so bad. 3,000 every quarter, still less than $2,000, not so bad. So I just wanted to give the larger number first and foremost, just to give you a good idea of what you could be up against. And then if you need to scale it back a little bit, you can do so.
Guys, you got income taxes coming in. I don't want to hear it.
Right. Okay.
You got income taxes coming in.
Well, then go big.
There's
do the 5,000.
no way in this world you can't say you can't give your business a fighting start. You are your own worst enemy. Stop getting in the way of your success.
Yeah, don't get in your own way.
Jenee, anything else you want to say? We've been talking for about an hour and 20 minutes.
Jenee has said plenty. There'll be more to say when you give me a call. I will help point you in the right direction. Let's go ahead and get your design cost process so we can get that done for you, allow you to approve it, take a look at how everything needs to be. If you need to have it revised, we allow you up to 2 revisions, and you can get that done for only $259. And it's forever your design.
Now, May 5th and 6th, Cinco de Mayo is our next Carpet Cleaning World University class right here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Up until February 28th, it's only going to cost you $199 to register. Now, after that, it's going to go up. So by the time May get here, if you one of them late bloomers that like to wait to the last minute, it's going to cost you about $300. So, do it right. Just pay down. Get your seat. Get you covered. We feed you real good. Ask some of the guys that were there in January. You got Sammy Sales is going to be there from Steam Action. DeAndre Winston's going to be there from Soap Daddy.
We had a really good turnout right in the middle of a winter storm. So May is going to be really nice. So
we have Tom Dykey, who is going to be training us on very low moisture.
Yes.
We have Mark Johnson. You know Mark. Y'all love hearing his little tile and grout stories. A lot of you can't wait for
the tile and grout from Mark Johnson.
He's going to be here talking about tile and grout. He's going to stand up. So if you guys want to hear what he has to say, Mark will be here. You guys, you chose this business. It didn't choose you. I'm going to let you go now. It's been about an hour and a half. Y'all take what we said tonight, and I hope it haunts you. I hope you don't get to sleep tonight. If you don't, see, you have a fighting chance now. All those of you that say, I don't know what to do, nobody's telling me, we gave you the game. We gave you the game. Now you got to run for daylight, just like they did last week. The Rams, all right, I'm going to stop.
LA.
But you guys take care. Give Jenee a call. The phone number is scrolling below. Our happiness is your success. We want you to succeed. So for all you guys that want to say, oh, Roger, if we don't go with the guys that you tell us to go with, what if we don't want to go with a Steam Action? What if we want to go with a Hydromaster? Have at it. Maybe we don't want to go with House Call Pro. Maybe we want to go with Jobber. Have at it. But I'm not going to let some guy literally tell you, oh, go to Jobber, because if you go to Jobber, I get paid and you get paid. No, that's never going to happen in this group. So we want to refer companies that we know that I can make one phone call to, not the manager, not whoever's on staff, the owner. If you have a problem with House Call Pro, I have a cell phone number straight up to the top to let him know what's going on, and you best believe within 48 hours your problem will be dealt with. I can't say it will be rectified because I don't know what the problem is, but it will be dealt with from up high. So that's why, smart guy, I say go to House Call Pro. If you got Marquette, is very good people. Marquette, Julie and her husband, Julia, excuse me, I want to say her name right. Very nice people.
Good people.
Very nice people. Do I have a hand in? Yes. Do I know them? Yes, I know them. But do I have a hand in to reach them directly if you have a complaint? No. So I go with who I know. Sammy Sales. If you have a problem with a steam action truck mount, I make one phone call if I can't take care of it myself. Soap Daddy Chemicals. You best believe DeAndre's calling me before I can call him because there's a problem. That is why I refer. This isn't, oh, you got to do what Roger say or it's game over. You going to throw me out? No, that clown is still in this group. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to embarrass him. He know who he is. But I have 10,000 people, members in this group, and I have to make sure that you get the best top-notch education and equipment and customer service in this industry. And 10,000 for an old guy over in Pennsylvania, that's a lot to handle. Yeah, I got moderators. I got great ones like Johnny Johnson, Mark Johnson. We just got Ron Uhl. I think I'm saying his last name, right? Yule. Okay. We got some great guys. We got Michael Gavin, Chris Jones. I mean, it just goes on.
Me?
Yes. Well, baby, you an administrator. You ain't no moderator. I just want you to know that you can make the most money than you ever had before in this industry if you follow a game plan. You don't have to follow it exactly, but this is the game plan. Stop marketing every time the phone doesn't ring. That doesn't mean somebody's going to call right away. And if they do, it might not be the right person that you want to call. You want to grow and brand your business. I just showed you the other day. Go out in lunchtime, park right in front of your grocery store. You're better than me. I do it. Do you understand that most mothers go to the grocery store at lunchtime right before the kids get home from school? They go to the petting salon, the grooming salon. They go take their husband or their dry cleaning to the cleaners. All that's in the strip mall normally, right where the grocery store is. Plant your truck right there in front of the grocery store, right in the middle. Grab your McDonald's, your Burger King, anything you shouldn't be eating that you eating, and eat it, and just let everybody. I didn't tell on myself. Don't even do that.
You just did.
I did not. I go to Subway. Listen, go take your truck, park out there. That's the best kind of advertisement. If you're still hungry, go to Home Depot at 7 o'clock in the morning. All the contractors, all the people that just bought homes, they're right there at Home Depot buying things to fix up their new home. Just give away some cards. Where's
way back there.
Okay. Give away some cards. Tell them that you can come right now and give them a free estimate. They are in need of you. Have your truck right there. Go to Lowe's. Go to Home Depot.
Calls, and when I ask, you have to ask every time you pick up your phone. How'd you happen to hear about us? Oh, well, I just saw your van. It was parked right here in front of the Lowe's, and then I'll ask, Roger, were you at Lowe's today?
If you can't go in your grocery store, if you can go in your dry cleaners, I tell this story often. One New Year's Eve, Jenee and I went to the wine and spirits store. The lady that was working at the cashier said, "Oh, I know you." I looked at her and I looked at Jenee. I said, I don't know this woman. She said, "No, I see you on Facebook. I see you on the commercials all the time." I said to myself, next time, lady, lead off with this.
She saw you in the commercials?
I don't know what commercial she saw me in.
Oh.
Listen. She said that she didn't mean no. I believe she didn't mean no harm, but I'm recognizable because of all the commercials, and I'm branding myself in my community. This was about 6 minutes driving right away to Wine and Spirits in the strip mall up the street from us, and she recognized me. We were just in Rite Aid getting our medication last week. The girl was like, she saw my shirt. She said, "I see your truck driving up my street all the time." Are you getting what I'm saying to you? Oh, let's take it home this way. Everything I said to you is facts. These kids today, man.
Okay.
All right. Y'all take care. We'll see you next time.
Good night.